I do not have a ride. Oh well. So, like I was saying before, phase 1 through 4, between now and 2040, all that stuff should be coming out. It's going to be pretty cool. Part of phase 1 action items is finishing content for the Gamebook site, which makes sense, improving the site functionality. Okay, making open contributors. That's another thing. Other people will be able to write their own stories in this eventually. They'll be able to contribute, after vetting process, of course, their own options, which could branch into their own stories. Pretty cool, right? I'm going to finish 5 tales from the Multiversal Gamebook, finish 3 more, and then finish 2 more. The tactic I learned in Toastmasters is doing a few more. That can be its own goal. Publishing 10 stories, all 10 stories after I finish them, right? And then planning my newsletter, planning for social media. And those are the things where I'm stuck because I don't even know where to begin with that. Writing Excuses podcast with what's her name, and Mary Robinette recently did a podcast on setting up your newsletter, talking about how important it is, got all those emails, blah, blah, blah. I have a lot of emails. I have some emails. I have less than 100 emails. That's not good for a newsletter. You need at least like a couple hundred, or if not a couple thousand. To make good sales, you need at least 10,000. You just do. It's a law of averages, a lot of numbers, you know. Got to have a lot of emails. And I just don't have that. Or do I? Because here's the thing. I don't know what the numbers are. That's what I need to figure out first. So let's think. That's why I love doing these videos. Helps me talk through my problems. I'm repeating a lot of what I said in the previous video because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to connect these two. When I post it, I want to connect them. I may not be able to. So if I can't, you'll get the same information twice. Forgive me. So anyway, making the newsletter. I wish we lived in an age where you could just get an agent and the agent would handle the business stuff, including the marketing, and publisher handles marketing or whatever. Agent handles the publisher. I don't know, whatever. Agent and publisher handle business, you handle writing. That used to be how it worked up until the mid-90s. And then writer books, books about writing, about how to make it as a published author, started to change. They started to say, hey, just so you know, publishers don't have as much money to spend on new authors. So if you're a new author, it's important to have a platform. And slowly but surely, having a platform became more and more important until here we are, 2023. All of a sudden, it's surprise. Even if you're a traditional writer, guess what? You're a self-publisher, bitch. I hate to swear on these videos because I know kids might be watching, but sorry, that's just the name of the game. There will be a need for writers to do the business end. Not some of the business end, not a little bit of the business end, the business end, period. Which means figuring out the numbers. So, figuring out the numbers for the newsletter. All right, right now I have how many people subscribe? Let's see. I think it's less than 100, right? Right. Go to Substack. I'll put the link to my Substack where you can sign up for my newsletter down below, along with a link to the Multiversal Gamebook, which is part of my phase 1. Okay, taking a page out of Marvel's Handbook. I've divided my writerly goals into a variety of phases. Phase 1 will be the Multiversal Gamebook, basically a website that lets you choose your own path, not choose your own adventure. That's copyrighted. Choose your own path. Make your own story by clicking links that represent choices. So, anyway, yeah, I know visual novels are already a thing. Whatever, it's basically that, but not really. Because visual novels are good. No, I'm kidding. My Multiversal Gamebook is pretty cool. It's all text-based. There's not as much graphics right now, but hopefully there will be soon. Graphics, sound, all that good stuff. I have a lot of plans for it. And what am I looking for? Subscribers. There we go. How many subscribers do I have? 72. Okay. How many sales have I made? Well, in the last few years, I've made about 3. So let's pretend that, some nice round numbers, let's say I have 70 subscribers. This is after a bunch of people have already, unsubscribed. I don't know who did, but I think someone did. 3 sales over a couple year period, whatever. However, years doesn't matter. Let's say it was all one time. I made about $1.20, $1.50, because those were comic sales, right? So not very much money. That's not important. Let's pretend each book costs $5. Books cost more than that. I realize that now. I'm just trying to keep it simple. If all the books cost $5, how many do I need to sell to be happy? Well, I would love to sell 1,000 books a month. I think that'd be pretty badass, right? That's a good goal. 1,000 books a month. Let's start with 1,000 a year, though. Okay, sell 1,000 a year. That's $5,000. To sell 1,000 a year, if 3 out of 70 buy something, that's 4%, right? 4% of my subscribers are purchasing things. That's fine, whatever. Got to start somewhere, right? 4 is better than 0. So, 4%. And this is where I don't like it, because at the end of the day, business is finance. Finance is math. I don't like doing math. I can do math. My mathematical reasoning isn't always sharp. Now, comment if you know an easier way to do what I'm about to do. What I need to figure out, if 4% of subscribers buy stuff, how many subscribers do I need in order to make 1,000 sales? Okay. If 0.04 is 3 sales in a year, let's say it was in 1 year, because it wasn't in 1 year, but let's say it was in 1 year. I actually think it was. Let's actually, you know what? It was 2. I made 2 sales in 1 year. I remember that very clearly. I could check that out. Actually, let me go to that. I'm going to go to my Kablam. That's where it has my information for the comics that I sell. You can find my comics on Indie Planet. I will put a link to that below as well. So, note to self, make links for Substack, Gamebook, Indie Planet. All right, password, I don't remember. Excuse me. That was not my password. There we go. Got it. My orders. That's not the one. Sell comics. Why is Indie Planet earnings? Here we go. 1. Oh, I made 4 or 5 sales. Awesome. When did I get a sell, though? That's the question. I made about $1, $1.60, $2, $3.10, something like that. Earnings for 2022. How about that? Yeah, it was all in 2022. Cool. So I made all my sales in 2022. That's about right. Yeah, that's about right. That's probably when I was doing the most talking things up. That works. Okay. Good. That means all these sales were in 21 year, so I can do the math, it'll work. Okay, good. So how many sales? 1 sale, 2 sale, 3, 4 that were free. Those don't really count, but whatever. 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. So 7 bought, right? Now 2 were freebies. I'm gonna count them. They bought free and they might have done the other 2, whatever. 7. Okay, 7 out of 70. What percentage is that? All right, we're getting somewhere. 10%. See, that's a little better. Nice round number. I like it. 10% of readers buy stuff. I'm good with that. I'll take that. If 10% of y'all buy my stuff, that's fine. I'm good with that number. 10%. All right. So 10% to get 1,000 means I need 10,000 emails. That's a lot from 70. Maybe I adjust my goal. Okay, if I want to sell just 100 books in a year, just 100, I can build off that. I could build off 100. 100's not great, but okay. I'll begin to break even at 100, I think. I'd have to look into that. I don't know exactly, but I'll sell 100. I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy, whatever. It's not enough to make a living on, whatever. That means I need 1,000 emails. That is an achievable goal. I can get 1,000 emails. No problem. Excuse me. Ate a little too much tonight, probably. But anyway, 1,000 emails is what I'm going to need. 1,000 subscribers. I can do that. I think I can. I'm not sure how. I don't know that I know 1,000 people. I don't have 1,000 friends on Facebook. If I can get more people to subscribe through Facebook, right? Even if it's just family members, that's fine. I got a lot of family members. I'm Catholic, so, we get a lot of kids, a lot of cousins. If I can get them all to subscribe, best I can, that'll bump me up to about 100 something subscribers. If I get up to 500 maybe, I think I'll start to see some traction. Then 1,000, I'll start to really see some traction. And I think it'll start taking on a life of its own from there. So that's good. That's the numbers. Okay, we did the numbers. That was pretty painless. You see why I do these videos? Talk myself through the process. I want to keep going because these videos have all so far been about 24, 25 minutes, and I don't want to break that pattern. So what else can I do today? How many subscribers do I have? Who are my subscribers? I recognize some of these names. Anyone I don't recognize on here? Some of these are duplicate, are the same person twice, but whatever. A lot of people. That's it, including me. I'm one of the subscribers. Okay. That email needs to be adjusted probably, but that's fine. Okay. Ooh, wait a minute. What's that? This email doesn't exist anymore, so I'm going to remove it. I know it doesn't exist because he doesn't work there anymore. Let me adjust emails. Add some people without their permission to my email list. Ooh, I have a package at the hub. Nice. I ordered something off eBay that I'm going to be getting rid of almost immediately because I'm a dummy sometimes. And I'm going to use that. And it's in the hub in my apartment complex. They leave it in a parcel hub instead of bringing it to your door. So thieves can't get it, which is nice. I prefer it that way. Just copy that. Email, add an email. Where is add subscribers? There we go. Paste. Actually, I'm going to ask him because I'm going to talk with him tonight. I will ask his permission first. Well, who else do I need to... Oh, Danny's on my... I think he had expressed interest in it at one point. I'll ask him if he wants to be on my list as well. Who else? What else was I supposed to do? What was I looking for? Ah, yes. I don't have it in here. I have it somewhere else. Let's go to my other file. I apologize for all this dead air, but it's going to go away pretty soon. There we go. Boom. He's added. I know this guy would want it, so that's why I sent it to him. Anyway. I had 65. Now I have 70 something subscribers, 71 subscribers. That's pretty good. Grew by 6 in a couple years. Again, not what I want. I want more. I want to see, that's the thing, that we all want to just be overnight sensations, right? We all want to wake up in the morning and go from 0 to 1 million. You know what I mean? Nobody wants to go, and do it little by little. We want it right away. Why do we want it right away? Well, because we all fear death. That's why. That's the real reason. We don't talk about it, but at the end of the day, I'm almost 40. I want to enjoy life while I can. I don't want to travel the world when I'm 85 and have to take along a separate suitcase with all of my medical equipment to keep myself alive while I go to Italy or whatever. No. What? No. Why would you want to do that? I want to do these things while I'm young. Only way to do that is to get money. Only way to get money to be successful at getting money. And I am not successful at getting money. I'm successful at a lot of other things. And I think the money will come eventually. But, it just takes time. It takes time. Gotta love the process. Gotta fall in love with the process. And that's all you can do. Because at the end of the day, you can't control anything else. So, anyway, what else is going on today? Close that document. But yeah, we all fear death. We all do. It's the same reason we don't like to say you're old. It's rude to call someone old. Why? Because it reminds them of death. That's why. It's not because being old is bad. Because, again, on the surface, our culture does not value elderly people. Our culture does not value age, old age. Why is that, though? Because of death. We don't like to be reminded of death. Death bad. Death scary. No one know what happened after. Not really. Only one man we know of come back, and that in dispute. Right? So what do? We try to ignore it. We try to say, 40 is a new 30. It's not the new 30, okay? 40 is 40, 30 is 30. When I turn 40, I'll proudly claim myself as old, because when you're 40, you can say that 40 is old. Can't say that when you're 39. The 40-year-olds will get mad at you. Of course, if you say that 40 is old when you're 40, the 50-year-olds will get mad at you. I'm not old, I'm young at heart. Ooh, you're old. Get over it. It's fine. But you can't say that because it's rude. Why is it rude? You're reminding them of their own mortality. Now, why is it rude to remind someone of their mortality? Because it means eventually all this will go away. All of this will pass. All of this. And in 1,000 years, our names will be forgotten. Right? All our great deeds turn to legend. Legend turns to myth. And myth fades away as the age that gave its birth comes back around again, and the wheel of time turns, and the wheel of time, whatever, all that good stuff. I got to find the quote on that. Wheel of time turns, legend becomes myth. What was it again? It's Robert Jordan in his Wheel of Time series. Here it is. The wheel of time turns, and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend. Legend fades to myth, and even myth is long forgotten when the age that gave its birth comes again. That's from The Eye of the World, book 1 of the Wheel of Time series. Is it worth reading? I don't know, y'all. I couldn't finish it. I got partway through book 6 and gave up. It eventually turned out to be a 10-book series. I think that was too long. I think it could have easily been 7, but whatever. Book 4, I couldn't tell you what happens. I don't remember. Book 5, I remember parts. What was important about book 4? Getting to book 5. That was the purpose of book 4, I'm convinced. Nothing happens in book 4. Did anything happen in book 2? Not really. Why do we have book 2? I don't know. So you know what the Elfin and Alfin are? I still don't know. I mean, I'd be reading Robert Jordan, falling asleep, and eventually I'd see something. Oh, what's this? And I had to flip back to figure out, like, wait, what is he talking about? And yeah, it's before the internet, by the way. Or we had the internet, but it sucked back then, so it didn't matter, right? Anyway, I think this is going to be the video. I'm not going to do the original. So what does that mean? Well, if you missed it, which you will have now, I am dividing my creative projects up into phases, right? I've got a bunch of goals for my creative projects, and I divided them into phases, taking a page from Marvel's Handbook. I've got phase 1, the multiversal game book, like we talked about. Phase 2 is Elf Blood, my fantasy trilogy. Phase 3 are my comics. Phase 4, my vampire novel, my Arthurian novel, and the hometown stories, some short stories. Anyway, that's 22 minutes. I feel like that's long enough for now. And yeah, I'm going to keep working on this, keep plugging away, talking things up on social media. Please like, subscribe, comment. I don't care. This video is not part of the marketing plan. It is not a marketing tool. It is simply a tool for me to talk my way through my problems and talk my way past my fears and hopefully guide you on your own writing journey. Keep in mind, I'm not an expert by any means, okay? I may know a little bit more than you, but we are that close, all right? I'm a colleague, not a superior, colleague, all right? That's what I like to be anyway, if you'll let me. Thanks for reading or watching. I'll see you later. Bye.